Did you know that not every language has a word for yes and no? Like Mandarin, Thai, Welsh, even Latin, believe it or not. Not to mention there's a bunch of other languages that technically have words for yes and no, but barely even use them. So what do those languages do instead? A lot of these languages use what's called an echo response, which I honestly think kind of makes more sense than using yes or no. Let me give you an example. If you asked me, do you speak English? In English, I would probably say, yes, because, here I am. If we were speaking Portuguese, though, and you asked me, você fala inglês? I could just say, falo. In other words, instead of literally saying yes, I can just echo the verb of your question. Do you speak English? I speak. On the flip side, some languages have more words than just yes and no. And believe it or not, English used to be one of those languages. Modern English has what we call a two-form system, yes and no, affirmative and negative. But even just a few hundred years back, we actually had a four-form system. Nowadays, I think most of us probably think of yay and nay as endearingly old-timey ways of saying yes and no, but they actually used to mean something a little different. To go back to that first example, if someone asked me a question like, do you speak English? With this four-form system, I would actually say, yay, I speak English, or nay, I don't speak English. Okay, so what's the difference? Well, instead of that first question, what if someone had asked me, do you not speak English? If that were the case, I would have had to respond, yes, actually I do speak English, or no, that is correct, I do not speak English. Got it? If not, no worries, because that's really confusing. Let me break it down a little. In this four-form system, you would use yay and nay to respond to positively formed questions. Like, do you speak English? Are you going to the store? Is she coming to the party? That sort of thing. On the other hand, you would use yes and no to respond to negatively formed questions. Like, do you not speak English? Are you not going to the store anymore? Is she not coming to the party? In those situations, yes would mean, actually, I do speak English. I am going to the store. She is coming. Whereas no affirms the negative outcome. No, I don't speak English. I'm not going to the store. She's not coming. If you're still a little confused by that, no worries, because so were English speakers at the time. People generally went with this as a rule until about 1600, after which it kind of started falling apart. You can actually see this transition in action in some of Shakespeare's plays from around this time, because even he had a hard time using this distinction correctly. That being said, there are still languages that use this four-form system today, like Romanian, for example. A lot of other languages settle on a three-form system, where there's an equivalent for yay and yes, but just one word for no. All that is to say, yes and no are a lot more interesting than you might expect. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if there's anything else we want to talk about, and if I asked you, don't you think this is so interesting? Well, how would you respond?